can start running here.
Super aggressive, right?
Yeah, she's just a beast out there, and shows that why she's a no-gi world champion, and man, looks just as good at no-gi. So really,
This was
really,
her first match, right?
yes, and this did not take long. Let me tell you. To be fair, it was a purple belt, but still, purple belts can be really hard.
I mean, hey, we saw that. We saw purple belts beating black belts later on Subversiv. But this first round match here with Nathalie Ribeiro, like you say, she kind of really highlighted the difference between purple and black. And yeah, going for the omoplata straight into the knee bar right there, smash. And it was kind of funny because this was the last match in the first round between Checkmat and I forget the name of the team. It was Henzo Gracie Orlando. And Sam Nagai had won by submission. Then Gabriel Almeida came out and did it even faster. And Nathalie was like, hold on, guys. Let me show you how quick we can do it.
And this is one of the most brutal-looking Kimuras I've seen in a long time. Thankfully, it looks like Julia on bottom was fine. A little extra flexibility there. But for me, this would be a season ender. Look at that. Look at that torque. Oh, my God.
She ripped it on. I think, yeah, Julia, she's a yoga practitioner. She must have some pretty loose joints because that went way past the point that I would be comfortable with.
That went all the way around. So, yeah, Tata Ribeiro had a great showing. I think only dropped one loss to Kendall Reusing by referee decision. And there's at least a 50 or 60 pound difference there.
Oh, easy.
And, no shame in that. So, definitely a strong showing from Nathalie Ribeiro. And then another Checkmat athlete that we definitely want to call out. We've mentioned his name a few times, but we're going to talk about Samuel Nagai. Now, he has been on our radar for a minute now, Hal.
He has, because he had that amazing World Championships final at Purple Belt a couple of years ago, in 2018. Coming out of nowhere, to be honest. He fought his way through to the finals of the World Championships at Purple Belt and beat AOJ's Jonathan Alves in the final. There's an amazing highlight video of it on our YouTube channel and on the website if you search for it. It is phenomenal. One of the most emotional moments you'll ever see, and one of the best Purple Belt matches you'll ever see as well.
100%.
Just incredible. And we were like, who the hell is this kid? And turns out that he's half Brazilian, half Japanese, and he ended up in California training there. Now he's here in Texas, his Checkmat team, and he had an equally promising career at a brown belt, just picking up submission wins left, right, and center. Then, of course, got promoted to black belt very recently during the lockdown period, and this was his first event competing as a black belt. Yeah, so we were very excited to see what would happen. Now, his first match was against a purple belt. He won that pretty quick by a...
We can go ahead and run this here, Kyle. Go ahead and run this clip here.
Gruesome ankle lock, if I remember correctly.
Yes. We're talking over this clip now, but you can hear the pop so clearly on this ankle lock that's coming here shortly. And I love Samuel Nagai's reaction to it. He's just a monster. So we'll let it play out. But, sometimes a fight to win, you just get the best orientation as a filmer. They come right to your side of the mat, not the opposite side. And you get to see all the gripping details, exactly how the exchange is playing out. This is one of those situations there.
Yeah, I remember he goes belly down on it and gets just massive extension. I was all the way across the other side of the mat. You can just about see my bald head in the corner there, picking up the lights. But, he managed to get the toes like really deep in the armpit and just get crazy flexion on it. And, Sam Nagai, we already knew that he was a submission hunter. This was a perfect example of that. As you'll see the ankle lock come on in a minute, and I think maybe the opponent Luca Romacci let it go a little bit longer than he should have. He's pretty much stuck there.
That's it. Look at that, no hesitation.
Oh, nice.
Knows right where the camera is. That's a pro right there.
This match was equally impressive. Man, he went up against some really solid black belts in this. And this was Sam Snow, right?
Yeah.
And Sam Snow, of course, is a very experienced local guy from Dallas, and he had some great matches, and Sam took him out with a second ankle lock. It's kind of weird, though. We do have to highlight, I think, that Sam, he's a rookie black belt, and that does definitely mean he still has a lot to work on, because, as we highlighted, he lost via knee bar at this tournament to Carlos CJ Souza.